Naguara, yore mumawe. Naguara,
In this video, you will watch the making of a Punta Rock dance and learn a little bit more about Punta and Garifuna music. Punta Rock, or Belizean Punta, is a form of the traditional Punta rhythm of the Garifuna people of Honduras, Belize, and Guatemala. Although most artists and bands are exclusively Garifuna, songs are usually in Garifuna or Creole, and rarely in Spanish or English. Punta Rock was created by Pen Cayetano in Belize in 1978. Punta is a genre of traditional music that developed among the Garifuna people of Nicaragua, Guatemala, and Belize. While this style is unique, calypso and soca have had slight influences on it. Like calypso and soca, Belizean punta was used for both social commentary and risque humor, though the initial wave of punta acts eschewed the former. Lord Rawburn and the Cross Culture Band were integral in the acceptance of punta by Belizeans, by actually doing calypso songs about punta such as Gumagrugu Wata and Punta Rock Ina Babylon. Punta Rock was brought to the U.S. by Ideal Castillo. Ideal had learned Punta Rock with Chucapen Paulino and played with the original Lara Nutati band. Ideal later met up with Pen Cayetano and Mohobub Flores in Dangriga, and for a while was the youngest member of the Pen Cayetano's Turtle Shell Band. When Ideal came to the United States, he introduced Punta Rock to the Garifuna people living in the Bronx. He formed the legendary Punta Rock band Isanigu Punta Rock Soulshot. Garifuna music is a type of music found in Central America, primarily on the Caribbean coast of Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. The Garifuna are descendants of West African, Central African, Island Carib, and Arawak people. Garifuna music and dance are closely related. The main traditional instruments are drums and maracas. Drums play an important role in Garifuna music. The main drum is the segunda, or bass drum. The drums are normally made by hollowing out logs and stretching antelope skin over them. There are certain types of songs that are associated with work, some with play, and some with dance, and some that are reserved for prayer or ritual use. Two main Garifuna genres are punta and paranda. Chumba and hunga hunga are a circular dance in a 3-beat rhythm which is often combined with punta. There are other songs typical to each gender. Women having Uramu'u and Abajana, rhythmic a cappella songs, and Laramuna Wagaban men's work songs. In 2001, Garifuna music, dance, and language was proclaimed as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity by UNESCO. Punta is a Garifuna music and dance style performed at celebrations and festive occasions. A dance and music created by Garifuna people of present-day St. Vincent and Dominica. The best-known traditional dance in Honduras, Belize, Guatemala, and parts of Nicaragua is punta. Before the arrival of the Garifuna people in Punta Gorda, Roatan, Honduras on April 12, 1797. The first album record of traditional punta music was released originally on 1955 in Honduras by Stone Records, a Belizean record company. Sambunago, made famous by Gatos Bravos of Honduras, released in 1987. It's known as the first commercially produced punta music song from Honduras. The most famous song of punta music is Sopa de Corocal, made famous by Banda Blanca. The song was originally written by the Belizean singer Hernan Chico Ramos and translated into Spanish by Banda Blanca. Contemporary punta arose in the last 30 years of the 20th century in Belize, while the earliest notions of the punta dance precede the coming together of the West African tribes and the Amerindian tribes of the Caribbean in the 17th century. The diaspora of Grangu people, commonly called the Garifuna Nation, dates back to their origins of the amalgamation of West African slaves in the Arawak and Carib Amerindians. Punta is used to reaffirm and express the struggle felt by those of the indigenous population's common heritage through cultural art forms. such as dance and music, and to highlight their strong sense of endurance. Besides Belize, Punta also has a following in Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, southern Mexico, and the United States. Lyrics may be in Garifuna, Creole, English, or Spanish. However, most songs are performed in the indigenous Arawak and Carib-based languages of the Garunga and are often simply contemporary adaptations of the traditional Garifuna songs. Being the most popular dance in Garifuna culture, Punta can be performed at wakes, holidays, parties, ancestral celebrations, and other social events. Punta is iconic of Garifuna ethnicity and modernity, and can be seen as a poetic folk art that connects older cultures and rhythms with new sound. Chumba and hungu hungu, circular dances in triple rhythm, are often combined with punta. The music of punta involves responsoral singing accompanied by indigenous membranophones, idiophones, and aerophones. Membranophones are instruments that create sound through a vibrating skin or vellum stretched over an opening, as in all drums. Idiophones are instruments that produce sound through the vibrating of solid material that is free of tension, commonly found in shakers, scrapers, and xylophones. Aerophones are instruments that create sound through vibrating air within a column or tube, like pipes and horns. Other instruments used in the Garifuna culture include calabash rattles called shaka and conch shell trumpets. The two principal Garifuna instruments are single-headed drums known as the primera and segunda. The primera, or the lead tenor drum, is the smaller of the two. This drum is used as the drummer contrives a series of rhythms key to punta. The segunda is the bass drum. The drummer playing this instrument repeats a single duple meter astinatio through the song, while the second drum plays steady. The first drum and the other instruments like the maracas and conch shell improvise solos similar to that in the jazz songs. The punta ritual for a wake is sung in Garifuna with a soloist and a chorus. Though punta music may sound happy, the words can often be sad. One song can be translated to, "Yesterday you were well, last night you caught a fever, now in the morning you are dead." Throughout this video, you're hearing music from Andy Palacio and Umalali as a part of the Garifuna Women's Project. As you can see through this video, a lot of work is put into choreographing and learning a dance. Though this type of dancing is a lot more laid back than any ballet or dance class I have ever taken, it still took a lot of run-throughs to get it to its final product. As for a costume for this dance, I wanted to really give it a Belizean feel, so I wore the headband I bought in Belize and borrowed a shirt a fellow classmate also bought down there. The version of the dance you're about to see is sped up, but don't worry, you'll see the finished one next, with all the final costume and choreography touches.
Yes.
As you can see, in this kind of dance, they repeat choreography when the music is the same. Kind of like in a modern pop song when they repeat the chorus over and over again. But for some reason, when it comes to dance, it's just not as annoying.